Hello everyone, this is South Alabama Cooking. I'm cooking supper this evening and I'm going to show you how to make homemade buttermilk cornbread. Alright, here we go right here. In this bowl I have 1 cup of self-rising cornmeal. You can use cornmeal or you can use cornmeal mix, it don't matter. And I'm using half white cornmeal and half yellow cornmeal. I just like that mixture. I like the way it tastes. I also have added in here 1/2 cup of self-rising flour. And I've just got this stirred up here. And right here, a little cast iron skillet, I have 1 tablespoon of oil. And you want to just roll that oil around in your skillet and make sure that it gets coated real well with that oil. And I'm going to slide this into the oven. I've got my oven set on bake 400. And I'm going to be letting my skillet and that oil in the skillet heat up while I mix my cornmeal or my cornbread up, okay? All right, now I'm trying to measure everything, y'all, so that I can give you some accurate measurements, and also for my cookbook so that I can put this recipe in my cookbook and have measurements there for y'all. Always shake up your buttermilk. It has a tendency to separate, and I like to use the full fat or whole buttermilk. All right, so I'm going to measure out 1/2 cup of buttermilk to start with. See, I never measure my buttermilk when I'm making cornbread, so I'm not really sure how much it takes. I just pour and stir. But 1/2 cup is not near about enough. Okay, so let me measure out another 1/2 cup. Pour that in there. Get that stirred up. Okay, it's still not enough. It's really, the mixture is still really thick. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to go ahead, before I add any more milk, I'm going to add my egg and I'm going to add some oil in here. And then we'll see what things look like, okay? Okay, y'all, for some reason or the other, my video cut off right in the middle of mixing this all up. So after the egg, I added 3 tablespoons of oil and mixed that up good. Got my skillet out of the oven. The skillet and the oil was nice and hot, and I poured that cornmeal batter into my skillet. Now we're going into the oven to let this cook until it's nice and brown. Cornbread's ready. I'll flip it out. Okay. Some people leave their cornbread like this and cut it, but I don't. And the reason I don't is because my mom didn't. So we'll slide it back in there and then turn it over. And that, to me, is right side up. Okay, we'll slice it here in a little bit and taste it. All right, y'all, I am ready to cut me a slice of this cornbread. I like to cut the edge off because I love the edge because it's crunchy. There's me a piece of cornbread. Let me show you what I've got to go with the cornbread, okay? I've got homemade soup to go with it. Now, and I've got some butter to put on my cornbread. So, you put a little butter on my cornbread. We're going to taste this stuff, y'all. Isn't that beautiful cornbread? Mmm. Oh my goodness. Do y'all hear it crunching when I bite it and chew it? Y'all, this is delicious. Delicious homemade buttermilk cornbread from scratch. Okay, y'all be good out there. See you next time with another great recipe.